Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field on the Babe Ruth Complex for the second of the two games on opening day of the annual John Holland Memorial Tournament. St. Mary's defeated English in the opening game. This is Lynn Classical taking on Swampscott in the second game. The same four teams took part in the second annual Dougie Mullins tournament. St. Mary's won it for the second year, defeating Classical in the championship final. Swampscott's 5-12 from the Northeastern Conference. Classical, formerly of the Northeastern Conference, now in the Greater Boston League, 11-7. Michaela Poisson on the mound, throwing to Maddie Meager, the catcher. John Holland was an outstanding gentleman. This complex, Babe Ruth and John Holland started it way back when, a million years ago. John Holland got the fields put in, the scoreboards. People have added to it with batting cages and the dugouts and refreshment stand and meeting room, restrooms. They moved the fence back a little bit. They put lights up. I remember umpiring softball here. It was just a wide open field. We used to have to walk off the number of paces to put the bases down at first, second, and third. So John Holland did that. He was outstanding gentleman. The bunt popped it in the air, and Rachel Dana comes flying in from third. One pitch, one out. So Lucia Alvarado tried to bunt and popped it up. Rachel Dana made the play. Rachel is the daughter of Derek Dana, the coach of St. Mary's, and he's coached his team to consecutive Dougie Mullins championships. He's also coached St. Mary's to back-to-back state championships coming into this year. Olivia Barletta, the center fielder, is the hitter. High and tight for a ball. High and tight again. And on 4 pitches, Barletta draws a walk. And that'll bring up Maddie Lilly, the first baseman. I go back to when we first started. Warner Cable was the first cable company in the city of Lynn. And it was actually Lynn, Salem, and Swampscott. And we covered all 3 cities and teams. Then it branched out. Everybody had a place of their own. Hit foul out of play. So I have a few ties to Swampscott, as well as my son-in-law was a cop in Swampscott. My nephew named after me. Outstanding football player at Swampscott High, and he was a cop as well. My nephew, John Hoffman from Swampscott, played and won the first ever Super Bowl. That was when they played it in Boston. They only had 3 divisions, and they played Swampscott's division first. They played the first tournament game, and they won it. I understand Bondalovich. Great play by the shortstop. Nevaeh went out several steps on the outfield grass, reached over his shoulder and picked that line drive. That looked like a sure base hit. Outstanding defense by Eth. And the runner, Barletta, had hustled very quickly back to first base. But what an outstanding defensive play by Eth. Delaney Miller, the right fielder, was the hitter. Meager get a workout behind home plate. Bouncing around, blocking pitches. There's ball 4. So an out, a walk, an outstanding out by the shortstop Eth, and the walk to Miller. So how big is that play by Eth now? Instead of 3 on and nobody out, it's 2 on and 2 out. And now it's 3 on as she hits Hayden Heschel. Lauren Fahey, the catcher, is the hitter. So now there's 3 on and 2 out. 2 walks and a hit batsman. Up and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. Swampscott won this tournament last year. They had a huge 7-inning rally. In for a strike. They beat St. Mary's. In for a strike again. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nice stop by Meager again. A pitch in the dirt. Keeps the runners on their prospective bases. Big pitch coming up here. Payoff pitch coming up. Hit foul. And we'll have to do it again. Hit the shot, they'll make the force at second. Nice job by Eth again. So you wonder why coaches get gray hair. 2 walks and a hit batsman, low to the bases. But Glasgow gets out of the inning. We'll move into the bottom half of the first. Michaela Porchon, the pitcher, will lead off. Batting second and playing third, Rachel Dana. The center fielder, batting third, is Manuela Lozado. In the cleanup spot, the shortstop, Nevaeh Eth, who made that very nice defensive play. The right fielder, Lauren Wilson, will hit number 5. Hitting sixth and playing first base, Brooke Braswell. the catcher who did yeoman work behind the plate in that first inning. Maddie Meager will hit number 7. Batting 8th and playing left field, Kylie Mills. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, playing second base, batting 9th, Lily Newell. And I know Swampscott probably won't see this, but I'll do it anyway. Leading off for Swampscott, Lucia Alvarado, the left fielder. Batting second, Olivia Barletta, the center fielder. Maddie Lilly will play first and bat third. Delaney Miller, the right fielder, hits fourth. Hayden Haskell will play shortstop and bat fifth. Catching and batting sixth, Lauren Fahey. The designated player, Lily Rice, hitting for the pitcher, Mia Trangali, will hit number 7. Melanie Blood, the third baseman, will hit 8th. And batting 9th and playing second base, Megan Baker. So the Northeastern Conference against the Greater Boston League. For quite a few years, with Chris Warren, who's now a vice principal at Classical, former quarterback who led English to a Super Bowl. He was the coach of Classical softball and led them to quite a few conference championships. Hit foul off the backstop. The umpire is coming out to talk to Trangali, the pitcher. I don't know what she did that he didn't like, but down and in for a ball. I don't know if he didn't count the first pitch. If he called it, illegal pitch, it would be a ball on the batter. High for a ball. High again for ball 4. So he did call that first pitch illegal. So Classical gets the leadoff hitter on. Rachel Dana, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Gets the bunt down. Hustling all the way around the third and getting there safely is Porchon. Dana got the bunt down. Pitcher Trangali made a nice play getting the ball to Lily for the out, but Porchon just kept running. All of a sudden she's at third with 1 out. Hit in the air to left field. Catch is made. Porchon will score easily. Lozado gets it done with the sacrifice fly. So the walk hurt as it comes around the score. Great hustle by Porchon to go all the way to third. Hit into left field. Around first, into second with a double is F. So she does it defensively, now she does it offensively. Lauren Wilson will be the hitter. In for a strike. Umpire started to come out. I thought he was going to come out to the pitcher again. Just came out to brush off the plate. Nice stop by the catcher Fahey. Laura Wilson, three-sport athlete, she was stuck into being a goalie in soccer. She usually plays up front, but they lost their goalie. She stepped in, did a great job. I think they won the Greater Boston League. Hit to third. Blood makes the play to Lilly. Classical is down. But they get the out. Great hustle by Poisson. Goes from first to third on the sacrifice. Scores on the sacrifice fly. We played an inning. Classical on top of Swampscott, 1-0. Bottom three in the order for Swampscott as we start the second inning. Designated player Lily Rice hitting for the pitcher Mia Trangali. Melody Blood and Megan Baker to follow. In for a strike. So Poisson helped herself with her hustle and scoring the first run, giving herself a 1-run lead. 2 quick strikes. Coach Moran, Coach Gambali. Swing and a miss. So she starts the second inning with a swinging strikeout. Melody Blood, the third baseman, will be the hitter. That one bounces in off Meager. Missed inside for a ball. Inside for a ball. The board said it was 3-0 on that pitch. Obviously it wasn't, because that was a ball. That would have been ball 4. And that's ball 4. Third walk given up by Poisson. Megan Baker, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Top of the order on deck. Squared the bunt, missed it, took the pitch for a strike. Pops the bunt up, it goes out of play. Over the backstop. So the bunt is off as it's 0-2. Call third strike, she knew it too. She was walking to the dugout. 2-A, one swinging, one call, strikeout. Lucia Alvarado, left fielder, popped to third. She tried to bunt and popped it to Rachel Dana on the first pitch of the game. The winner of this game will get St. Mary's in the Holland Championship Final. Wide for a ball. They play most of the Swampscott players at almost like left-hand hitters. Alvarado in front of me is a center fielder. Over in right center field, they got a huge gap. Left fielder Mills is way off the line. Nice play by Eth. Ground to the short. She threw a bullet over to Braswell. So they get another base runner with a walk. But the ground out. That's twice. The third out has been a ground out to Eth. One was a force out at second. This one's a throw to first. So she gets away with the walk. We'll move into the bottom half of the second. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for Glasgow. Brooke Braswell, Maddie Meager, Kylie Mills. To face Mia Trangali, who is starting her second inning of work. Glasgow got on board with a run thanks to Hustler Poisson. She walked. Rachel Dana got the bunt down to sacrifice her. Poisson didn't stop. She went all the way to third. And that enabled her to score on the fly ball by Lozado. So Brooke Braswell will look to get it started for the Rams. Glasgow boys made it to the Dougie Mullins second annual championship final, but they couldn't catch St. Mary's. They fell behind, couldn't make it up. They lost 4-1. If Glasgow wins here, we'll have the same final as we did in the Mullins. Glasgow and St. Mary's, but we got a way to go. First couple are out of the strike zone. Picture perfect night here at the ballpark. Not a cloud in the sky. Fouls it to the backstop. Count goes 2-1. Slaps that one to the shortstop. Nice play by Haskell over to Lilly. This is a nice job. Here it comes. Good strong throw. Maddie Meager, the catcher. She's been getting a workout behind the plate in these first two innings. Especially in the first inning when Swampscott had the bases loaded. A couple of pitches could have got by. Swampscott could have scored. She kept them in front. And they wound up not scoring on a fielder's choice ground out at second base to end the inning. Swing and a miss. Up and away for a ball. 3-1 the count. In for strike two. So the payoff pitch will be up and coming from Tringali to Meager. Way inside, she got way out in front and pulled it well foul. Way off to the left and out of play. Call, third strike. She looked at it. Umpire brings up his right arm. First strikeout for Tringali. Callie Mills, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Chased that. She looked like, I don't want to swing at that, but I will. And she committed, swung through, was over her head. I think the Swampscott coach didn't think he called it a strike. She actually, there was no question she swung at it. Low for a ball. That one rolled in. 2-1. Outstanding job done by all the people involved, even the fans who paid admission to get in to the Mullins tournament. It was successful again for the second year. And English Classical, St. Mary's, and Swampscott will get a $1,000 scholarship to one of their players. Way high for a ball. So we got another payoff pitch coming up. Yeah, that's ball 4, so you don't get a 1-2-3 inning. Second walk given up by Tringali. Lily Newell, the second baseman, will be the hitter. The runner takes off. It goes out into center field. The runner's going to keep going to third. Mills steals second and goes to third on the error. So Newell would love to get a base hit here. Bring that run in. Give Portia an extra run to work with. Nice stop by the catcher, Fahey. That was ticketed for the backstop. Hit slowly to third. They got to hurry. They make the play. Nice play by Blood. Nice stretch by Lilly. So Glasgow gets a runner as far as third on the stolen base in the error after a walk. But stranded there. So we played 2. So far the difference is the 1 run in the first inning. Glasgow 1, Swampscott nothing going into the third. 2, 3, and 4 for the Lady Big Blue as we start the third inning. Hard to believe the season is over. We got consolation final of this tournament tomorrow. Tech and St. Mary's have baseball games on Monday, Memorial Day, and that's it. Everything else will be the tournament, and the Lynn teams will be playing hither, thither, and yon. God knows where they'll be going. In for a strike. The new system, it used to be the records was the most important product. Now the record is third. It's the league you play in and the competition you play against, and then your record. Foul to the backstop. And it also changed where it's north, south, east, and west. It's now the entire state. So you can go anywhere. Classical soccer team, I think the year before last, went to the Cape to play a game. Lynn Tech football had to go to Hoosac Valley, almost 4 hours away. Hit in the air. Long run for everybody. It's a foul ball. And we're a long way from the right field foul line. We had to wait and see what the umpire called. Third baseman, shortstop, left fielder, all trying to get there. So the count is even at 2 to Barletta, the center fielder, who walked her one trip. Now we got another full count. We've had a few of these. Hit in the center field for a base hit. First hit of the game for Swampscott. Starts the third inning. So Barletta is on for the second time. It'll bring up Maddie Lilly, who thought she had a hit in the first inning. Hit a little pop-up over the shortstop's head. Nevaeh Eth went back and made a great play over the shoulder, picking it for the out. Hit foul out of play. In for strike 2. Swampscott going to the tournament. They like to improve their. That one goes to the backstop. Improve their ranking, if you will. If they could win this tournament, go 13-7. It would be better than going 11-9. So the tying run at second base. Hit in the left center field for a base hit. The runner's going to score. They throw the ball away. Lilly would go to second base. So the throw got away. Lilly winds up at second base. Swampscott has tied the game up. Delaney Miller drew a walk in the first inning. Squares the bunt. Took the pitch for a ball. Takes it high again for a ball. Down and in for ball 3. And conversation, coach and player. And that brings the conference out on the mound with Coach Moran and everybody, and that forms automatically a conference in the outfield as well. So 3-0 the count to the big blue right fielder. Squared the bunt again, took the pitch for a strike. Takes it for a strike again. Boystrong trying to come all the way back. She was behind 3-0, now it's 3-2. She tried a bunt and missed it. Not usual for the cleanup hitter. So the first out was a call, third strike. In for a strike. Third strikeout for Poisson. Hayden Haschel got hit by a pitch, her one trip. Low for a ball. Miga blocked it, quickly got it, keeps the runner at second base. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Haschel is the shortstop. I should say Haskell. Haskell. Up and away for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Down and in. So she was out in front. Now got to come in with a pitch. Another payoff pitch coming up. It fouled past third base. Nice play by the Swampscott coach. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. She didn't get one, not a strikeout in the first, but she's got 2 in each of the second and third. So two-way now with a runner at second. Laurie Fahey bounced into a fielder's choice. Hits it in the air to center field. Lozado there to make the play. So Swampscott got a hit, a wild pitch, moved the runner over, able to score on the base hit by Lilly. And we got ourselves a tie game. Swampscott ties it up with a run on 2 hits. Well, Glasgow will have to go to work. They'll have the top of the order up, starting the bottom of the third inning. So a new game for Trangali on the mound. She was trailing 1-0. Now she's back even. We mentioned Swampscott 5-12. They lost a few very tough games, and they had some people hurt. Michaela Poisson was the difference in the game coming into the top of this third inning before Swampscott scored a run to tie it. She walked, and when Rachel Dana sacrificed, she hustled not to second, all the way to third, and then scored on Lozado's sacrifice fly. That held up until the top of the third when Lilly got a big RBI single to tie the game up. Maddie Lilly, the first baseman. High and away for a ball. So Poisson has walked and scored the 1 run. Down and in. Up and away. What's this, 2-0? I think it's 3-0. In for a strike. And it's ball 4. Third walk given up by Tringali, 2 of them to Poisson. Can they do it again? This is the way the first inning started. She takes the pitch, safe at second base with a stolen base. Now will she try to bunt to the third? Nice stop by the catcher Fahey. Popped up. And it's going to go out of play. Rachel had the luxury of playing with her older sister through last year. Her sister graduated. She was a very good athlete as well. Rachel plays soccer and basketball. Waves at the pitch. They have to throw her out at first. That allows Poisson to go to third. So a runner at third with 1 out for Lozado again, right where we were in the first inning. She hit a fly ball that got the run home. Off the catcher, Poisson will score easily. Well, Glasgow gets their 1-run lead back thanks to Poisson again. Walk, stolen base. When they have to throw Dana out at first, she goes to third and scores on the wild pitch. So it's back to a 1-run cushion for the Rams. That's a major league wild pitch. That went halfway up the backstop on the fly. Solid shot, but Lozado off the fence. She's going to keep going for 3. She's in with a triple. It bounced off the fence and bounced away from the left fielder. She almost knocked it out of the park. So another runner at third with 1 out. S doubled. She wished she waited till now to get their double. Glasgow looking for more. 1 run in, the runner at third, 1 out. Solid shot to left field for a base hit. S got her second hit. She just keeps going to second base. They throw the ball to third. So Glasgow says to Swampscott, we'll see your 1 you got in the top of the third, and we'll get 2. Nice stop by Fahey, the catcher. So Ethel's made that very nice defensive play. Now she's got a double and a single and an RBI. Hit foul past third base. Bottom of the third. This is the second of the opening doubleheader in the annual John Holland Memorial Tournament. She beat it to the shortstop. She's got an infield hit. They had the runner off second base. She lined up the throw. The runner took off for third. So the infield hit by Wilson was runners at first and third for Brooke Braswell, who grounded out short to first. They throw the ball down to second. The ball is dropped. She's safe. And the run scores. So Classical's put 3 on the board. Still only 1 out and a runner at second base. And we got a conference on the mound. Goes the other way and lines it just foul, slices it down the first base line, foul. This is Brooke Braswell, the first baseman, grounded out short to first. High for a ball. Sliding into third safely is Wilson on that wild pitch. So once again, a runner at third with 1 out. Third time this inning. I mentioned Wilson happened to play goalie for soccer. She also played for the girls basketball team that went 20-0 in the regular season. Well, she's pretty well making her mark at Classical High School. Pitching low for a ball. She was still up at bat. The umpire had told her that's ball 4. Second walk in the inning. Maddie Miga called out on strikes. Squares the bunt. They just throw the ball to third. They let the runner go to second. So it's second and third now with 1 out. Just get a piece and fouls it to the backstop. Solid shot into left field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Big hit by Meager. A 5-run inning. Out at second base. Meager gets thrown out trying to steal for the second out. Callie Mills drew a walk. Her first trip. She's the 8th hitter in the inning. 5 of them have scored. That one rolls in. hit to short. Here's that good arm. Haskell, the shortstop. So Classical sends 8 to the plate. 5 of them score. They break open the 1-1 game. Classical now leads Swampscott at the end of 3, 6-1. We'll move into the top of the 4th. It'll be the bottom 3 in the order for Swampscott. Now they got some work to do, as Classical has a big 5-run inning with 4 hits. 4 walks given up by Swampscott pitching. 3 of them have scored. 2 of those walks scoring is Michaela Porchon, the leadoff hitter and the pitcher. Waves at that pitch. Lily Rice struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss again, 0-2. Oh, that one bounced. 1-2 the count. Rice is a designated player hitting for the pitcher, Trangali. Waves for strike 3. Fifth strikeout for Porchon. Fishing low for a ball. Melody Blood drew a walk in the 2nd inning. High for a ball. Miga had to go way up in the air to spear that one. That one. I think the umpire's saying hit her in the foot, and he's going to send her to first base. She motioned. He was about to send her anyway. Then she motioned it. He hit her. He said, yeah, I hit you in the foot. Go to first base. Megan Baker, the second baseman, was called out on strikes. She gets hit. So Porchon starts with a strikeout and hits the next 2 batters. Top of the order. Lucia Alvarado popped the 3rd, grounded to short. In for a strike. Squared the bunt. Rachel Dana flying in from 3rd base. Braswell doing the same from first. Off the catcher. They don't need the sacrifice. The runners move up on the wild pitch. Miga had to go way up in the air to pick that one, stop it from going to the backstop. 2-1 the count. High for ball 3. And it's ball 4. So the bases are loaded. for Olivia Barletta, who walked, hit, and scored a run. Swing and a miss. So after a strikeout, back-to-back hit batsman and a walk. She's walked 4 and hit 3. Pop foul over the Classical dugout. Sun's starting to go down, getting a little bit cool here. It's been an outstanding day. Supposed to be even better tomorrow. Miga couldn't block it. The run is going to score. Runners will move up to second and third. So you got a run in with second and third. They still haven't put the ball in play yet. They mind getting hit. They haven't put it in play. A strikeout, 2 hit batsmen, a walk, wild pitches. Count evens at 2. Foul tip off the catcher. Miga trying to find it. Finally does. Hit in the right center field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Now the throw gets away. Bartlett gets her second hit. She's on base for the 3rd time. You may be able to hear the Swampscott fans who are right next to me. The errant throw gets Bartlett to second base. Pop to the shortstop. He finally put the ball in play, and it was a 2 RBI single by Barletta. Delene Miller walked, called out on strikes. In for a strike. So you get the 1 hit, but the 2 hit batsman, the walk, the wild pitch. That hits her on the foot, and we got 3 hit batsmen in the inning. 4 for the game. First and second. So the tying runs are on base. So Classical had a big 5-run inning, and it looked like they were going to have some fun leading 5-1. All of a sudden, the wheel comes off the wagon, and I don't know if we're making a change. If they make a change, it's Rachel Dana that will come in. They'll just change positions if they do change up. And they are going to change. So Rachel Dana will be the new pitcher. Boyshon will go to third. So Boyshon gives up 4 runs. They were earned. 3 of them this inning. Four hit batsmen. 4 walks. Struck out 5. Rachel Dana will try to stop the damage. Hayden Haskell will be the 8th hitter in the inning. Tag runs on base. Pitch is in for a strike. Down and in for a ball. Solid shot in the left field by everybody, all the way down to the fence. 2 runs are going to score. Haskell gets a double. Knocks in 2. And Swampscott matches the 5 that Classical put up. Lauren Fahey is the 9th hitter in the inning. She is grounded into a force play at second and flied to center field. So a solid shot, and it went by to left field all the way to the fence. 2-run score easily. So Classical gets 5. Swampscott comes back and gets 5 of their own. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Off to catcher. Moves the runner to third. So Swampscott's looking to 1 up. Glasgow's 5-run inning, getting 6. They have 5 in, the runner at third with 2 outs. And the count is full. Hit foul past third base. Hit to short. Very nice play. That looked like it was going through. Neth trapped it almost right between her feet, her legs. She trapped it, stayed with it, made the good throw, and she throws Fahey out. Very nice play by Eth. She's made a few. But that 6-1 lead that Classical had now goes by the boards. They get 5 runs on 2 base hits. We're halfway through the ball game, and we're right back where we started, dead even. 6-6. Swampscott's got 6 runs. They only have 4 hits. Three hit batsmen in the inning. They all walked. A walk scored. And then Barletta scored on the double by Haskell. She was the only one that reached with a base hit that didn't reach with a walk or a hit batsman that scored. So a bizarre inning for Classical, and Swampscott says we'll take it. Lily Newell will lead off the bottom of the fourth. She grounded out third to first. So all that glee and happiness in the Classical dugout with that 5-run inning is now going by the boards. Swampscott people who are sitting on their hands because they were down 6-1 now are back in the game at 6-6. Hit off the shortstop's glove. That'll be an error. Newell will reach on the error. Looked like she was almost ready to throw the ball before she got it. So Newell reaches on the error. Porchon is up. She's perfect. She hasn't batted officially. She's walked twice, but she scored 2 runs. Way inside for a ball. Up and away for a ball. Nice stop by Fahey, the catcher. And it's 3-0. Trinrally just can't pitch to Porchon. She's on the verge of walking her for the 3rd time. And she does. So an error and a walk put 2 on. The only saving grace for Swampscott is Porchon has a runner in front of her, so she can't run wild. Rachel Dana, look for the bunt here. They threw her out. She went in standing up at third base. They throw her out. She was running on the pitch, and she just stood up going to third. High for a ball. That's a big out for Swampscott. In for a strike. Dana has sacrificed, struck out swinging. They had to throw her out at first base, and that allowed Porchon to go to third. She scored on a wild pitch. That one hits her on the leg. So hit batsmen have been the name of the game here. Porchon hit 4. Hit to third. Safe at third. She beat the third baseman to the bag. Porchon is very quick. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. But Nevaeh, who has doubled, shingled in a run and scored a run in that big 5-run inning. She's got a chance for a couple more. So the bases loaded again for the Lady Rams. Hit foul. 2-1 the count. To the Rams shortstop, who's made a couple of really nice defensive plays as well as getting a single and a double and an RBI and scoring a run. She's already had a day, and it's only the fourth inning. Umpire calls timeout. Brushes off the plate. Two on the count. Down and away for a ball. She's on the verge of walking in a run. They put the lights on here at Grace Regato Field. Solid shot, got out in front and pulled it foul. Hit a rocket. Get out just enough to pull it foul. So we got another full count. Another payoff pitch coming up. Another important pitch coming up here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. They get Ness for the first time. That's a very big out. Lauren Wilson, ground to the third, singled and scored. In for a strike. Down and away. Base runner was well off the bag at third, thinking that was going to go by. Nice start by Fahey. Nice stop again by Fahey. Solid shot by the left fielder all the way to the fence. That's going to score three. It's going to clear the bases. He was waving a home, but good thing she didn't go. Wilson got a triple. Two out Lightning for Glasgow as they put three on the board. A big two-out triple by Lauren Wilson. And they break the 6-6 tie. Coach Moran was waving Wilson home, but good thing she didn't go because they picked the ball up just as she maybe took a step off third. They had the ball at shortstop. Hit foul out of play. Brooke Broswell grounded a shot, walked and scored in that big 5-run inning. So a big two-out hit by Wilson. Hit back to the mound. Tringali makes the play. So they get out of the inning, but not before, with the bases loaded. Lauren Wilson comes up with a big triple. And it's now 9-6. Swampscott behind Lynn Classical. Three quick strikes to start the fifth inning. Louis Rice goes down. Slice foul over the Swampscott dugout. Two strikeouts for Rachel Dana, coming on a relief. Hit foul in the direction of the classical dugout. Melanie Blood has walked, got hit by a pitch and scored a run in that big 5-run inning. So Classical got 5, Swampscott come back and got 5 to tie it. Classical gets 3 with only 2 hits. High and away for a ball. As it's cooled off considerably here with the sun down and the lights on here at the Grace Regato field. That's in the dirt, and the count evens at 2. Swung on and missed. Miga, it went to the backstop. She didn't realize it. Miga will throw her out. I thought maybe for a minute it was a foul ball because she didn't move. So back-to-back strikeouts. Megan Baker struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Hit foul off the backstop. Hit in the air, off to the right side, out of play. Count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. Popped up, it's going to drop. Just a little touch. Just stuck the bat out. Little Texas League single into left center field. Extends the 5th inning. Top of the order. Lucia Alvarado popped to third, grounded a short, walked and scored. And she swings and misses at the first pitch. She's the left fielder for the Lady Big Blue. Missing inside for a ball. Squares the bunt and misses it. And this is up and away for a ball. They had to count 1-1. I knew it was 2 strikes. Now it's deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner at first. Classical leading at 9-6. Hit out in front of the plate. Dana, who's usually a third baseman when she's not pitching, feels it nicely. So the 2-out hit goes by the boards. Swampscott is out in the 5th inning. So they didn't come back and match Classical like they did last time. Dana has struck out 3 coming in relief. Tringali will start her 5th inning of work. Given up 7 hits, but she's walked 5 and hit a batter. Bottom 3 in the order for Classical. Maddie Meager has struck out and lined a single into left field, knocking in 2 runs. And she was thrown out trying to steal second base. So she's 1 for 2 with 2 RBI. And done a pretty good job behind the plate. They did a very good job behind the plate. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Hit foul off the backstop. Tringali gets ahead of Meager, 1 and 2. Way wide for a ball. And it kind of evens at 2. Hit foul. Knocked down by Coach Moran at third base. That one bounces right in front of the catcher. And we got another full count. We've had a lot of these. Hit foul, and we'll get to do it again. Swing and a miss. Tringali gets her. Six strikeouts for Tringali. Kylie Mills walked, grounded to short. That one bounces off to catcher Fahey for ball 1. Really has cooled off. It's not freezing by any stretch, but certainly jacket weather right now. It was t-shirt weather all day. Hit foul off the backstop. Low for a ball. If Classical could hold on to this lead, we'd have a mirror image. The final for this would be the mirror image of the Dougie Mullins tournament that was played earlier today. St. Mary's defeating Classical in the championship final. Hit to third. Nice job by the third baseman. Blood made that look easy. Two up, two down. Lily Newell, ground to the third, reached on an error. Tries to bunt and misses it. Actually tipped it, fouled it to the backstop. Slices it off to the right side. Slices it foul. Past first base. 2 quick strikes. Hit just a little pop. It just died as it went past second base and rolled into the outfield. Just a little slap. So we still haven't had a 1-2-3 inning. Tringali got the first 2 in this inning, but then that little punch tap just barely made it to the outfield. Hit foul. Michaela Porchon is in a rut. She's walked 3 times and scored 3 times. Swing and a miss. They just threw the ball back to the pitcher. They let Newhouse steal second base. Got a good pitch, was down. Faye had to go and backhand it, reach across her body to get the pitch. And by that time, Newell was already at second base. In for strike 3, they finally get Porchon out. So we finished 5 in the second of the 2 games here in the John Holland Memorial Tournament. Classical leading Swampscott 9-6 going into the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 for Swampscott as we start the 6th inning. Tringali for Swampscott has struck out 5, but you walked 5. 3 of them were Porchon walks, and Porchon scored all 3 times. High and tight for a ball. All 5 walks have scored. Hit foul off the backstop.
Mr. Hoffman, how are you?
Hit in the center field for a base hit. Violet's on base for the 4th time. 3 hits and a walk. She scored 2 and knocked in 2. She's having a day, the center fielder. Walk, single, single, single. She's accounted for 4 of the 6 runs. Popped up. Second baseman Newell back a couple of steps on the outfield grass. Picks off the pop for the first out. Lily has singled in a run in 3 trips. In for a strike. Delaney Miller has walked, struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored a run. 4 of the 5 runs Swampscott got in that 4th inning, 3 were hit batsmen, 1 was a walk. Chase, that pitch was way over her head. Two away. Hayden Haskell hit no fielder's choice, struck out swinging. Hit a double to the left field fence, knocking in 2, and that tied the game up at 6 in the 4th inning. Haskell answered back with 3 in the bottom of the inning to take the lead. The runner looked like she was going. She was halfway to second base. Meager was, should I throw it behind her? Should I throw it in front of her? She threw it to the second base bag, and Barletta hustled back to first. 2-1 the count to Haskell. Swing and a miss. And we got deuce as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. High, in with a stolen base is Barletta. And the count goes full, 3-2. I don't know how many times I've said that, but there have been many. Hit foul out of play. Missing inside for a ball. So 2-1 brings the tying run to home plate here in the 6th inning. Lauren Fay, the catcher, is bounced into a fielder's choice, fly to center, ground to the short. Her ground to the short was Ethman in a nice place. She had it almost like squeezed it between her legs and grabbed it quickly, made a good strong throw, and threw her out at first base. Ethman's made a couple of really nice plays at shortstop. And she's also got a couple of base hits. Hit in the air. Making a couple of steps to her right. Lozado tracks it down. Swampscott leaves 2 on base. They're down to their last 3 outs. Delaney gets through her 2nd inning, not giving up a run. She's given up 2 hits and a walk. But she struck out 3 to help herself. As it was for Swampscott, so shall it be Holland Classical, 2, 3, and 4. Rachel Dana, Manuela Lozado, Nevaeh Eth. I thought the left fielder for Alvarado had a different uniform than her teammates, but she just hides the sleeves. She tucks the sleeves in. Hit behind third base. Foul. Rachel Dana is sacrificed. Struck out swinging, thrown out at first base. Got hit by a pitch and scored one of the 3 runs that broke the 6-6 tie. Hit foul again. Just past third base. Hit foul, out of play. Looking to the top of the 7, Swampscott will have the bottom 3 in the order. High for a ball. 1-2 the count. Pitcher against pitcher here. Dana was the starting third baseman. She's now the pitcher. And has done a very good job. Up and away for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Hits it in the air to left field. Starting back, coming on and making the play is Lucia Alvarado. Manuela Alvarado hit a sacrifice fly for an RBI. Tripled and scored, singled and scored. Hits it off her foot. So she's 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Solid shot, nice stop by the third baseman, Blood. Good job. She's played very well at third. There was no wasted motion there. Lozado hit it well, Blood took it away. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. To shortstop, doubled, singled in a run and scored. Last time up, she struck out swinging. And Swampscott thought they might get out of the inning with the bases loaded with that strikeout. But Lauren Wilson followed with a triple, knocking in 3, and that's the difference in the game. Blood again, no wasted motion. She just picks it, stands up, and throws it. She doesn't even follow through. She just catches it, and here it comes. That's the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, and it comes by way of Swampscott. But they're on the back end of a 9-6 game. They need 3 here in the 7th inning. We finished 6. Classical 3 outs away from joining St. Mary's in the John Holland Memorial Tournament final. 9-6 going into the 7th inning. So here we go in the 7th inning. Tringali goes through 6. She gave up 9 runs. They were earned. 8 hits. Struck out 5, walked 5, hit a batter. 4 of the walks scored. 3 of them were Michaela Poisson. Lily Rice is the scheduled hitter. Hit foul. Past first base. They have an announcer, but you can't really hear him. It's just you have to be standing next to him to hear him. I don't know if they're putting any pinch hitters in. In 2 quick strikes. Royce has struck out 3 times, so this might be a pinch hitter. Hit to short. There's Eth with a nice pick at first base by Broswell. Another nice play by Eth. Melody Blood walked, got hit by a pitch and scored. Struck out, had to be thrown out at first base. Chases that pitch that was down right around the shoe tops. Swing and a miss again. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss, looked like a changeup. Swampscott down to their last out. Up and away for a ball. That one bounces in. 2-0 to the Swampscott second baseman. Baker has struck out, hit by a pitch and scored and singled. Waves at that pitch. 2-1. Hits it foul, out of play. Swamps get down to their last strike. Deuce as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Classical started to run off thinking it was a called third strike. Umpire said it's just almost like a slow pitch. It kind of flopped over. Hit foul past first base. So it doesn't appear as though Swampscott's going to make it 2 Hollands in a row. They're down 3 with 2 outs with another full count. They line it into right field for a base hit. Well, Classical still can't get a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the order. Lucia Alvarado popped to third, grounded to short. Walked and scored, grounded to third. So when she's hit it to the left side 3 times. She hits it back to the pitcher. Dana will make the play, and that'll do it. So Glasgow will join St. Mary's in the championship final of the Holland, the same as it was with the Dougie Mullins. Glasgow will go to 12-7. Swampscott will drop to 5-13. Glasgow got a run in the first. Poisson walked. Sacrificed by Dana. She went all the way to third. Poisson scored on Lozato's sacrifice fly. Swampscott tied it up in the third. Barletta got a single, went to second on a wild pitch, scored on the RBI single by Lilly. Classical come back and got 5 runs in the third inning. One scored in a wild pitch. RBI single by Eth. A 2 RBI single by Meager. A double steal. And it was 6-1. Swampscott came back and got 5 in their fourth inning. 2-hit batsmen, 3-hit batsmen, and a walk. Scored 4 of the 5 runs. A 2-run hit double by Haskell. And they tied it at 6. Dana came on, got the last out, and she finished it up, keeping Swampscott off the board. Haskell won it in the fourth, with their 3rd run. Newell reached on an error. A walk to Poisson again. A hit batsman, Dana. A base hit, Lozado. Bases loaded. After an out, bases loaded triple by Lauren Wilson. Brought in the 3 runs, and that were the 3 runs that won the game, 9-6. And that was the final score, 9-6. For Swampscott, the big player was Olivia Barletta. She had a walk, 3 singles, scored 2, and knocked in 2. She was accounted for 4 of their 6 runs. For Classical, Poisson had 3 walks, scored 3 runs. Rachel Dana had a sacrifice to set up the first run. Got hit by a pitch, scored a run, and pitched outstanding. She pitched the last 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 base hits, struck out 4, walked only 1, kept Swampscott off the board to win the game. Manuela Lozado had a triple, a single, a sacrifice fly. She knocked in 1, scored 2. Nevaeh Eth had an outstanding defensive game at shortstop, made 2 or 3 great plays. She also doubled, singled, knocked in a run, scored a run. Lauren Wilson had a base hit, scored a run, and got the triple that cleared the bases and knocked in the 3 runs that were the winning runs in the game. Brooke Braswell had a walk, scored a run. Maddie Meager had a 2 RBI single. Lily Newell reached on an error, got a base hit. Kylie Mills drew a walk. So a team effort by Classical. Dana comes on, shuts Swampscott out in the last 3 1/3 innings, gets the win on the mound. Swampscott gets their 12th win, and they'll move on to the Holland Championship final, taking on St. Mary's. Swampscott will play Lynn English in the consolation round. So we hope you enjoyed it. Lauren Wilson's triple, clearing the bases, knocking in 3, the difference in the game. Classical wins it 9-6 over Swampscott in this second game, and they'll move on to the Holland final. So 9-6, Classical over Swampscott. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.